You know, you see ads like this all the time, right? Really simple images, but they make these huge promises. But what are they really trying to sell us? Well, a lot of the time, it's more than just a product. It's a solution to a problem that, let's be honest, we all recognize. Today, we're going to break down one of these ads to understand a massive business concept, CRM software.
So does this look familiar? I'm willing to bet it does. Even if this isn't literally your desk, we all know this feeling, don't we? That feeling of just being buried in information with everything scattered all over the place. This image, it's the perfect symbol for a problem that so many businesses face.
And here it is, the star of the show, or, well, the problem anyway. It's this leaning tower of binders, loose papers, folders, you name it. The ad calls this chaos before CRM. But this isn't just a bit of clutter, right? It's a full-on monster of confusion. Every single file could be a different customer, a different deal, a different detail, and it's all just lost in this physical maze. And what I love is how the ad just boils this entire messy reality down to a single, powerful word: confusion. This isn't just about being disorganized. It's about being so overwhelmed that you can't see the big picture, which of course makes it pretty much impossible to make good, quick decisions. Okay, so let's just stick with this idea for a second. In this first part, we're going to really dig into this before state. What kinds of problems does this image actually represent for a business? Well, that pile of paper translates into some very real business headaches. For starters, all your information is scattered. You've got customer details in one binder, their last order on some random sticky note. So every time you need something, it's this manual, super time-consuming search. And because there's no central overview, you can't easily see who your best customers are or who you haven't talked to in months. And of course, what happens if you spill coffee on that one crucial folder? Poof, the data's gone. The whole thing is just inefficient and honestly incredibly stressful. And this is where the ad makes a really clever pivot. After showing us the problem in all its messy glory, it hits us with this simple but really profound question. It's planting that seed of an idea that, hey, maybe this state of confusion doesn't have to be your reality forever. And that leads us right here. To really get the solution the ad is selling, we first have to decode the acronym that's at the heart of it all: CRM. What does it actually stand for?
It stands for Customer Relationship Management. And at its core, it's basically a technology, a software system that acts like a central command center for every single interaction a company has with its customers and, its potential customers. So think of it as the digital answer to that messy stack of papers we just saw.
All right, so we've defined CRM. Now for the fun part. Let's look at the future this ad is promising. It's time to visualize the after.
And wow, what a difference, right? This just illustrates the transformation perfectly. The mountain of paper is gone, and in its place, you have this clean, sleek dashboard on a laptop. You can see your sales pipeline, track how your marketing is doing, and pull up a complete history of every customer interaction all in one place. It's not just about looking modern, it's about having all that vital information right at your fingertips, ready to go. So if the problem was confusion, the solution they're promising is this: control. It's the ability to see everything, to understand the trends, to manage all your relationships with real clarity and purpose. It is the complete and total opposite of the chaos we saw before. And here it is, side by side. This is the ad's knockout punch, really. On the left, you've got the past, total chaos. On the right, the future, complete order. The message couldn't be simpler or more effective. I mean, which world would you rather live in? So let's break that visual down a little more. That before world is scattered, it's manual, and it's reactive. You're basically always putting out fires. But the after world, the one powered by a CRM, is centralized, automated, and proactive. So instead of just reacting to problems, you can do things like set up automatic reminders to follow up, see which customers are the most engaged, and even anticipate what they need before they even ask. Okay, so let's zoom out. Let's pull all these pieces together and look at the big picture here. What's the single most powerful message this ad is trying to get across? It really all comes down to this simple phrase they use: from confusion to control. That's the entire story in just 4 words. It's not just a product description. It's the description of a journey, a transformation from a state of pure chaos to a state of clarity and command. And the ad makes this journey feel like a totally achievable one, It's basically 3 steps. First, you have to just admit it and identify the chaos in your own process. Second, you bring in a system to act as that central hub. And third, you achieve control, which lets you manage everything way more effectively. So at the end of the day, this ad isn't really just selling software, it's selling an idea. And the idea is that the foundation of control, of growth, and maybe even of sanity in business all comes from turning that scattered information into an organized, accessible system.
And that really just leaves us with one final thought. This principle, it doesn't just apply to some big company's customer list. Think about your own work, your own projects, maybe even your personal life. Where is there a messy pile of paper, real or metaphorical? And where could a clean dashboard make all the difference? Where can you go from confusion to control?